And we are back with more of this. Trilby's notes. And as I said last time, I backed up a teeny weeny bit to the last save, because, you know, this happened at the end of the last one. Alright. Get rock. Whoa, even getting the rock does it. I wonder if it's that rock that's on the ground. Clanbronwyn Island, July 28th, 1501 AD. Okay.
A sturdy tree, this. Took us from dawn till dusk, but we finally have it down.
I'm tired, Father.
'Twas indeed clever of us to investigate this island, eh, boy?
I have never seen a tree of this size, but its wood shall keep us in the business of carpentry for years to come. Father, look at the stones. You think there was once a house here?
It matters not. Why must you always look everywhere but at what matters? This is your...
Father? Is something troubling you, Father? Yes. The tall man is troubling him. Oh, man! Oh, the humanity! How long will this go on? Oh, man! It's almost as if it's waiting for me to do something. Okay. Get rock. Throw rock. Boink! Yeah! How you like that, huh? Huh? How you like that? Huh? Where am I? I must have shifted into the dark world during the vision. Trilby. Siobhan? Or however you say it? Oh, thank God. I thought I was all alone. What happened to you? I don't know. After you knocked me out in my room, I woke up and everything was like this. The hotel's ruined and there's blood everywhere. I saw this horrible man. Tall, thin, long black coat. You know him? Enough to know you're lucky to be alive. He didn't notice me, so I ran up here to hide. How did you get past the doll? What doll? Trilby, what the hell is going on? I told you what would happen if you followed me into the shadows. This isn't your problem. Take these. What are these? Tranquilizer pills. Take one. When you calm down, the hotel will go back to normal. Won't you need them? I don't need to run away anymore. Trilby, wait. Where are you going? I know enough now. I know where the wood came from. Perhaps I can find a way to end this. So I was right. The cursed wood came from Clanbronwyn Island. But what good does that knowledge do me? I don't know. Wait a second. I never got around to reading that letter I took from under that rock. Trilby, very close to ending this. Meet me in the hotel basement. I must show you my discovery. Lankman. Oops. The other page was another of those religious papers. Book of Victims, number 1, the woodcutter. The first of those against whom the prince sought vengeance was the woodcutter. He had held the axe that first felled the tree. The prince came to him and his son, and he struck the woodcutter down, and the woodcutter knew the name of the king. And the prince turned to the woodcutter's son, and he said, You I shall let live, for you are young and are of the innocent, and that you may go among your people and tell them what I will wrought. I don't think he said anything. And the woodcutter's son fled and told all of what he had seen, but the men of technology are arrogant and his words unheeded. Bummer. Bring her back. She is back. And how do I get to the basement? I don't remember anything about a basement. Has anybody seen a basement? Oh wait, duh, wine cellar. You don't keep wine in a basement, keep wine in a cellar. Stupid. Man, there's a lot of blood on these stairs. Couldn't you have died a little less messily, guy? Alright. Why'd I give her all the pills? Seriously. Why on earth did I give her all the pills? Open door. Open. Not that it really needs opening. Huh. I give her all the pills? That might have made sense another time and place, but not then. Well, I'm in the basement. Grimy cellar, abandoned, blah blah blah. Someone dug a hole to the foundations large enough to admit a man. I wasn't close enough. Enter hole. Huh. Did the hotel just go back to normal? No, it's flipping back and forth. I was in some kind of cavern dug out of the rock beneath the hotel. It seemed to be in a constant state of flux, flitting back and forth between the real world and its dark twin. I was certain the gigantic stump in the middle of the floor had something to do with this. Nah, really? Get wood. Clanbrunwyn Peninsula, July 28th, 55 BC. Cabadath, the Celtic druid, awaits the return of his friend and colleague, Yalden, who brings news of the invasion of Anglesey by the Roman Suetonius Polinius. Having fallen out of favor with his fellows for certain radical beliefs and activities, Cabadath lives in solitude in this remote forest clearing and prefers not to travel himself. Cabadath! Galden, you bring news?
The foreigners have landed. They could not be deterred by our sorcery. All is lost.
Oh? Certain are you?
Certain are you? They're making their way across the land, eliminating resistance. Even you out here will be brought down within days. I'm sorry, Cabadath.
And the great druids of Anglesey bow so easily to this brash foreign power? Do not hang your head yet, my friend. Perhaps the activities for which I was ostracized could yet spell an answer.
What are you talking about?
Or what are you talking about?
You know of my dealings with the ethereal realm?
I know what you claim. That there are some otherworldly territory populated by demons and creatures of magic. There exists. And that you, Cabadath, can somehow commune with these creatures.
Come inside and I shall explain.
Okay.
Cabadath, what is this madness?
In my dealings with the ethereal realm, I have learned of many powerful demons and elementals.
Okay.
But there is one spoken of only reluctantly, a beast possessing awesome power.
You plan to summon a demon?
The most terrible of them all, who strikes fear into even the most unflappable creatures I have spoken with. A pain elemental. Indeed, the only pain elemental, ruler of a desolate wasteland where none venture. An invulnerable, hugely potent beast that feeds on the agony of others. And today is his day. The day when the boundaries between the worlds weakened and he glimpses our world. To bring him through at that point should be simple.
Even if you could conjure such a thing, how would you have it defend our land?
I have much knowledge in the ways of magic. With the correct bindings, any demon can be forced to my will. I completed the preparations while I waited for your return. All that remains is the summoning.
Cabadath, it pains me to see you build your hopes on such nonsense.
Be silent and watch. You shall see your nonsense soon enough. In this hall of death, and by the light of Belenus's gift, I summon you. I bring you gifts to mark your path. I feed you with pain. I call you with madness. I summon you with the greatest loss. And I bind you by your true name, Chzo.
By the gods!
I have reached out to you through the void, Chzo. I command you by your true name. Show yourself!
Cabadath, please stop this!
Show yourself!
Uh-oh. By Titus, it's huge.
It's, larger than I, anticipated. But Chzo must obey the rules of magic. It is bound. I can command it. Whoa. No! It is far more powerful than I thought! Galden, help me!
Forgive me, Cabadath!
No! Go then, I beg you! Don't let it take me alive! Ah!
Chzo, of course, has no use for meat. It feeds on pain. It does not kill its prisoners. Kabadath's agony was a particularly rare morsel, and Chzo ensured it would last. His soul was placed inside an oak sapling on the site of his old home to grant his body immortality. For 5 centuries, as the tree grew, he knew torment beyond even his most depraved imaginings. By then, his body was warped, his mind long fallen into soulless dementia. He was Chzo's, utterly and completely his slave.
Trilby,
Human, you were supposed to leave!
I couldn't. Abed, the professor, he's dead.
Duh! He was killed by the shadows. Just like they'll kill you if you don't get away from here.
What is this place?
The cave is the center of the reality shift. The stump is what's causing it all.
How?
Well, I'm stumped.
It is the vessel for the soul of the tall man. The acolyte of Chzo.
Lankman, nice to see a friendly face.
Amazing, isn't it? Of all the things Sir Roderick could have used to murder his son, he chose that idol. Placing the soul of John Defoe into the wood, alongside Kabadath's, infusing the poor retard with Chzo's magic, enabled him to come back infinitely more powerful than before.
Certainly pretty lucky.
Lucky? Chzo had to wait 2,000 years for that opportunity. The opportunity to blend magic and science in a single entity. The opportunity to create the bridge.
What are you talking about?
The bridge between the realms, over which Chzo will cross into our universe and purify mankind. Our order has waited 200 years for the prophecy to be fulfilled.
You're not with the Ministry of Occultism. Who are you?
200 years ago, the prophet Jack Freehorn founded the Order of Blessed Agonies. Since then, we have grown and watched and waited. It was only in recent years the events foretold in the Book of Chzo began to occur. It mentioned John Defoe, and it mentioned you.
Me?
You were the one prophesied to guide the Bridgekeeper to his destiny. But you didn't finish the job! All 3 aspects of John Defoe had to be destroyed to create the bridge. Body, mind, and soul. You only destroyed his body. His soul and mind remained.
Had I known about this, I wouldn't even have done that.
This will truly disappoint my superiors. They were quite adamant that I should try to persuade you to join our cause and fulfill your foretold duty.
Is that why you were helping me?
They thought if I guided you through your visions and showed you the appropriate passages from our holy books, you'd understand that the prophecy is real.
My Peter Lorre sucks. You honestly believed I would join an insane cult because you handed me some leaflets?
Personally, no.
Stab. A knife in my gut brought an explosion of ice-cold agony. I heard the pitter-patter of my blood on the rocky floor. The pain, the surprise, and my exhaustion went together to cause immediate unconsciousness. I awoke to find myself splayed upon the stump, blood still slowly leaking from my wound. In my injured state, I could barely move. My limbs refused to respond. I was weak as a newborn.
Lankman? Oh, good. You're awake. I was afraid you'd miss this.
What are you doing?
After your staggering ineptitude in Defoe Manor, the Order needed to nudge things along. We needed a connection to Chzo to help administrate his coming. And today might be the only opportunity we have all year to summon the Tall Man.
Going to bring that thing into our world?
With a standard ritual of blessed agonies and an offering. After he takes your life, he will be grateful to us. And then he will guide us to our destiny.
So why did you stab me? If I'm already dead, what if I'm already dead by the time he gets here?
You won't be. Men like you, Trilby, die on their own terms. They don't weakly let their life slip away from one measly knife wound. Hush now. Cabadeth is coming.
Alright. From my position, I could see a small portion of the Wavering Cavern. I could see the idol of John Defoe on the stump beside me, and my bloody waistcoat lying discarded on the floor. With my other senses, I could detect the presence of Siobhan and the redoubtable Linkman.